Today is Tuesday, February 21st, and Westport, WPRT, was a stock called in the first flight room today. Westport was a money or pro gap, gapping over this red bar. Now it was a small gap. At the same time, the Qs, this is a 5-minute chart of the Qs over here. The Qs was opening up relatively flat. The first 3 bars of the Qs on the 5-minute chart ran up. And you can see the first 3 bars of Westport gapped a bit far. The previous high from the previous day was 45.85. It opened at 47. So it gapped a dollar plus, a little bit further than I'd like to see it gap. Ideally just over the red bar would have been perfect. If we look at the first 3 bars of Westport, as the market pulled up, Westport pulled back. Now if we move along here, we can see the market had a big red bar, pulled back to support. At that same time, Westport continued to pull back. Now we had the 5-minute bottoming tail bar at the rising 20 near support, and this was the entry, the 5-minute buy setup over 45.71. This was what was called in the room. Now as you can see this play out, it triggered. As it triggered, the market also triggered. And if we go next few bars, you can see the market started to go up, and by 10:30 the market was approaching the highs of the day. Conversely, if we look at Westport at 10:30, we weren't anywhere close to the high of the day. So again, initially was showing relative weakness, triggered the same time the market, then the market took off, was showing relative strength. Again, Westport was showing relative weakness because it wasn't back to the high of the day. But if we continue on with this story, the market hits the high of the day at 10:45, and if we look at Westport at that time, still just plodding along very slowly. If we continue on, you can see the market continues to push a little bit higher. And right here is where I pulled out of Westport, called the exit. Ultimate target was around the high of the day, 47.38. I was calling for 47.25 area. At this point, we'd only gotten to 46.74. We're up a number of bars. We were at a reversal time and took the trail for about a 2-hour gain there on the Westport. Now, there was another opportunity on the pullback that you could have. It was a sloppy 5-minute buy setup, but you could have bought the buy setup back, and the entry would have been here, right over 56 at 57 there, and the low of that bar is 34, 57.34, and you can see this one would have worked rather well as at the same time as well. And then you could have trailed that again and made maybe about an R there. That's about it. But then it pulled back one more time, made a double bottom, and you could have bought it one more time again at 53, and your stop could have been under this low at 33, or you could have used this low at under 42, had about a 10-cent stop. And you can see this also worked rather well, even though it wasn't a really clean 5-minute pullback. It was at an area of support, and you can see that ran up pretty nicely there. So that was Westport. This was a call that was called in the trading first flight room today. Feel free to stop by. We'll see you next time.